What up, everybody? You know, lately, I don't know if anybody else has been doing it, but I kind of search around on the internet sometimes just to see, what celebrities have passed and things like that, and not out of like, yay. It's just you're kind of curious, right? When you get to be my age. This thing is right in my eyes. I gotta turn it off. Can you still see me? You still see me? So yeah, we're in the old Tumblr today for out of respect for a man. Somebody that I was influenced by. I always loved his style. His character. Of course, I would try my hardest to be like him, and he's such a good man. You fail all the time, but you get better at it. You get a little closer to being a better man. And Doyle Brunson, he will be missed. It's very sad. I don't really truly remember how old I was, maybe roughly 96. I watched my first World Series of Poker on TV. I was 16 in 1996. Or maybe 1998. I was 18 watching World Series of Poker. I remember that there was a newer TV, so it could have been, I might have seen it in 96 with a bit of an older TV, but I remember 98. I think it was 98, 97, 98, or 99. I had a new TV. And I remember sitting in my living room on a sunny day, popped it on, and there it was, eh? I don't know if I was watching a rerun from last year, or I was watching the present. It felt like I was watching the present, but sometimes with TV they can, it seems like you're watching today's show, but it's literally from last week or a year ago. So, I fell in love with the character that is Doyle Brunson, the man, the legend, with his demeanor, the way he carried himself. He garnished respect at every table he sat at. And that's something that's truly important. When you're playing a game of poker, most people sit down at that table, they want to eat you, right? I don't think there's too many people that sat down at a table with Doyle and wanted to eat him. So he took out, he was such a poker player that his demeanor, his character, you wanted to lose to him. You wanted him to win. He was such a good guy. Definitely a family man. TODD Brunson. And his family. I remember watching a Poker After Dark, and they talked about how Doyle was just an amazing family man. How he would something to do with like I picture an old wooden, like a nice wooden house, but all wood, wood boards, and you walk out on a wooden deck out the front porch, and Doyle's there with his grandkids, and they're on quads or dirt bikes, and they're doing wheelies, and Doyle's watching, clapping. It's kind of like the vision that I have from I was in a car accident, so I don't remember the speech about what Doyle Brunson was like the exact statement of the family man, but I remember that day wishing that he was my dad. That I had somebody in my family that, kept us all together. That created a spot for us to all congregate and meet at and love one another. I actually don't have a place like that, a safe place, where the man runs the house. Not that there's anything wrong with women, just hear me out. And the man protects the house, right? The man ensures that everyone who comes into that house is cordial and safe for the family, right? I have my house, which I do that here for, but that isn't done for me when I leave my house, right? I don't, it's not that I don't feel safe, it's that the amount of safety I have here is far more than others can provide me wherever they are. It's a joke, really, when you think about safety. Like, nobody really. Most people, if there was a break and enter, they'd be dust in minutes, right? If you have to understand who I am. I'm a Viking from way back, and I literally can snap my fingers and turn people to dust. So. Went and told my wife. And she said, who knows, maybe he's in a beautiful place, magical place, surrounded by love and happiness right now, Maybe we're all fools, thinking that this is the heaven right now. We're all scared of what's next, I gave her a hug and a bunch of kisses, and it's a good thought. It's a good way to perceive because our minds can't handle or comprehend or understand the actions of life, I would love to play in the World Series of Poker this year. Leave a comment down below if you know what the poker hand that Doyle Brunson made famous. What is the Doyle Brunson hand? The starting hand, 10 deuce, is known as the Doyle Brunson, as he won the WSOP main event with that hand both years. He was rarely seen without his cowboy hat and a big smile, a look that made him stand out even more during the poker boom of the early 2000s. So yeah, it might have been 1999, 2000. When I was watching World Series of Poker, I was 19 or 20 at my house. So today we'll be doing some poker videos in honor of Doyle Brunson. I think I'll be able to download. I gotta download Poker Stars today. We're gonna try some Poker Stars. I don't know how much we're gonna spend, but we're not spending any. We're gonna win. I'm just waiting to sign in. It says login error. All right. We've downloaded it and we're logged in. Need some big money here. 3.87 million. We've got 387,000. A crap number. I guarantee you that's not even enough to play at a table. Offer wants me to spin for $1.99. I don't want to spin, bro. $50,000 chips. Man, that's garbage. bro, I got you. I almost ended up with the doily. Bro, you're in on the cigarettes? Hi, bro. You're on the smokes, Nate. Nate wants to be friends. As long as you understand I'm not into dudes, alright? We can be friends, Nate. Oh, I needed a 6 or an ace and we could have a straight up on that. Didn't have the 10 of hearts. I can't show you guys the 10 of hearts, but I have it. It's a blocker. I'm blocking the royal. Or the straight flush there. Holy crap. Need an 8 of hearts for a straight flush there. Okay, Russell, it's up to you to raise this and let me go all in. I got this. Thanks for the money, Nate. You can beat 2 pair, Nate? I don't think so. I don't think you can beat 2 pair, bro. Damn. Nate raised my 80, 330 thou. I folded back to him. He had a straight. It was like a toothless straight too. It was a weird straight that he had. It was like a his 2 cards slid into like the outsides and the inside of a straight, you know? And they were crap cards, so he had his straight hidden. It was such a weird hand that it had to be the computer giving them like the fishiest straight ever, you know? Especially the way he was betting, I don't like it. He didn't have a straight right away. Fuck, I wanted to raise that. I mean, I have a queen of spades. What do you have, the ace? Show your cards, you scumbag. I keep getting the worst hands in poker, man. But this time it landed, so. I'm going to milk these guys till the end, and then I'm going to go all in. Nate, you can't win them all, buddy. You cannot win them all, Nate. I'm from Winnipeg, buddy. Who are you trying to fool? Fold, Nate. If you hit trip jacks, I'm gonna lose it, eh? Check it down. Let me see your hand. Hope you get cancer from that smoke, Nate. Not just teasing him. This is the kind of stuff you do at a poker table. And I don't know anybody when I sit down at a poker table. All these goofs at casinos. You ever seen rounders? All these bitches are like circle jerking each other off in the parking lot before they go in. We got their signs for when to raise, when to fold, when they have the nuts and they want to take the pot down themselves. When they're just trying to bully a guy at a table and take his chips, hoping that the 3 or 4 of them have a better hand than the single guy, like the one guy at a table. We collect names of people that play like that. We don't like their kind. Nate, you took my money, didn't you? You scuzzy bucket. I have middle pair. You fucking beat me with the queen kicker. Nate was bluffing the whole time. He put 400K in. Nate didn't have anything. He folded the river. The guy on the bottom had the same card as me, an 8, but he had a queen. We each had a pair, but he had a better kicker. I had a jack. It was my last hand. That was it. I had 200,000 chips. So there's another poker. I had to wait 4 hours to get back on this one. My best hand was that hand. I had a jack 8. No, I didn't even have a jack. The jack was on the board. I had 8-3. I don't know what the other card was. I had an 8 with a crap card that did nothing for me. I finished the Silk Rich made from roasted almonds vanilla. It's dairy free and plant based yogurt. Right here, I have this. And I followed it up with unsweetened vanilla, almonds and cashew, 8 grams of protein per 250 ml, 90 calories, 42% of your vitamin B12, 31% of your daily riboflavin, vitamin A, vitamin D, you got iron, calcium coming at 23, the other 3 at 11%. Come on. Next, Doyle, you will be remembered for all the good things you've done as a family man. You'll be remembered in your influence will carry on in your family's hearts and minds and consciences. You've made hundreds of thousands of friends all over the world. And you knew it. They sent you letters and they met you at the World Series of Poker and shook your hand and smiled and got a picture with you. Doyle Brunson will be and is a legend who will be remembered for only good. I'm in Canada, but it doesn't mean that I don't have a ton of love for Americans, for Europeans, for people from India, from Japan, from China, Asia, Central America, Africa. It doesn't matter, Middle East. It doesn't matter where you are. I love you all so much. And hopefully one day I get to do a video about you and your country, where you're from, and talk about you as you pass on into energy and move into the next plan, you know? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm very sad I didn't get to meet Doyle Brunson. Very sad. I think it was last year or the year before, I swore I was going to meet him. But see, because of COVID, convid, whatever, I don't know the proper term, convid, I guess what happened is I was not allowed to go to America. So convid cost me the ability to meet one of my idols, one of my serious idols that I have been following since I was a teenager. That breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that I never got to thank him for introducing me to his conscience, you know, his force of nature, which is good intention, goodwill. Funny how if you had enough money, you could travel between countries and not have to be vaccinated. Or if you're a politician or a certain type of police officer, you didn't need to be vaccinated and you could travel freely. That breaks my heart that there were double standards. I'm going to sue the proper people who were in place at the time, and I want to see to it that these people have their pensions taken from them, have things done to them that were done to us, right? So any powerful people in government who broke the laws and bent the laws for corporations, I want to see you jailed. I want to see you jailed. The news agencies have to be shut down. The news agencies are not truthful, and they only promote what the government and the corporate government allows them to say. So the news agencies that exist now must be all shut down. You must not watch the news. You must not watch the news. They are enslaving us entirely by having you believe their lies. And these lies are put out by trained psychologists who are corporate figures who profit off of this game entirely. I thank you all for tuning in. so many of you don't have an IQ over 7, so you have a hard time watching past 4 minutes. But to the ones that watch to the end, make sure you say I watched to the end, Hash Man.